Good hello to everybody. My name is Jose Aispuro, and today we will talk about Gruma. We will talk about Grupo Gruma, and we will talk about its subsidiaries and about its brands. Okay, but first of all, I want to make this simple and little question. Why do we have to talk about Grupo Gruma today? Well, we'll talk about Grupo Gruma because how many of you know what is Gruma? What is Gruma? Who is Roberto Gonzalez? And well, I know that not all the people know what is Gruma. I know that not all the Mexican people know what is Gruma. I want to make a little parenthesis in this part because I know that this is an international company presentation, but right now we are talking only about the Mexican people because we are answering this little question. So I know that not all the Mexican people know what is Gruma, but I know that all of us know what is Maseca. All of the Mexican people know what is Maseca. So, what is the relationship between Gruma and Maseca? What is the relationship between those parts? Well, this is the relationship. Maseca, as big as we know that Maseca is, well, to be fair, Maseca is only a brand, only a little brand among all the brands of Gruma. This could be a great revelation. But yes, as big as we know that Maseca is only a little brand among all the brands, among all the subsidiaries that Gruma has, or among all the brands that Gruma has as a whole, as a holding. So that's why I want to talk to you about Gruma today, because we will talk about the importance that Gruma has as a Mexican company for Mexico and for the Mexican people, and as a global company, as a whole global company, because as we will know further in this presentation, Gruma today is a whole global company. Okay, so that's why I want to talk to you about Gruma today. Now, well, we will have a small conversation about Gruma as a company itself. Well, Gruma is a Mexican and a global company that produces products and services like aliments and technology. But we will talk more about the aliments and the technology a bit later. So Gruma is a company that exists to work and to cooperate with just one goal in mind, and that goal is the quality. So Gruma was born in Mexico in 1949, and the company has its holding in Mexico. But to be fair, this is a whole global company right now. Gruma is a whole global company right now, with presence in all around the world. So now we can have a small talk about the history of Gruma. Well, our history begins, as we said before, our history begins in 1949. It all starts with a young entrepreneur and enthusiastic young man, and that young man was Roberto Gonzalez. One day, Roberto found strange and an old artifact, and that old artifact was an old mill that the people used to make tortillas. So Roberto had a business vision, and he had a great commercial sensitivity. So he took this old mill and he went with his father, and they together founded Gruma in 1949 in the local estate in Nuevo León. The first factory of Gruma was Molinos Azteca. Currently, Molinos Azteca is the largest producer in Mexico in products and services like agricultural technology and machinery. But we will talk better about the technology and the machinery a bit later. As we said, they founded Gruma in 1999, and like they say, the rest is history. Well, our founder is the young man of the history, and that young man was Roberto González. Roberto González was a businessman, and like we said before, he was the founder and the chairman of the board of directors of Gruma for many years. As well as he had other businesses, like he was the president of Grupo Financiero Banorte for many years. So we can say that he was an important businessman, a successful businessman. So he was our founder, Roberto González. Now we can talk about the core values that Gruma has as a company. Well, Gruma as a company itself is based on four important core values, or four major core values. And that core values are effort, commitment, perseverance, and transcendence. Maybe not in that order, but it's not problem. So we have that the first core value is effort. With effort and dedication, Gruma is to the top leader in the world in production of corn flour and tortillas. As well as being an important competitor in other categories like flatbread, technology, etc. Also, with effort, Gruma has consolidated itself as a reliable and socially responsible company. Then we have commitment. Why commitment? Well, Gruma is committed with its suppliers, its dealers, its consumers, and its clients. And well, we can say that Gruma is committed with the community in general. Then we have the next value, that is perseverance. Why do we say that Gruma has perseverance? Well, we can say that because Gruma always finds its way to overcome tough, hard times like financial crisis or financial distress and situations like that. And we say that Gruma has perseverance because the company always finds its way to overcome those hard times, always in a very positive way. And the last value, but not the least important, okay, it's not in importance, but the last value, the fourth value, is transcendence. Well, we know, and it's clear, that Gruma has a very important transcendence in the world, in Mexico and in the world. And that's because today Gruma was born as a only Mexican company in 1949, but today Gruma has presence in more than 110 countries in the world and has more than 80 factories all around the world. So, like we said before, Gruma is a whole global company, being a proudly Mexican company in its first. Gruma is a proudly Mexican company, and Then Gruma is a whole global company. So those are the core values of Gruma. Now we can talk about the products and services that Gruma has. Well, Gruma has, as we know, Gruma has many successful products and services. But actually, we'll talk only about four principal successful products that Gruma has. Sorry. The principal products that Gruma has are corn flour, tortillas, basic products, and technology. First, we have the corn flour. The corn flour is the best. Well, Gruma has the best corn flour to make the best tortillas. and we know that Gruma flour has presence all around the world. Then we have the famous tortillas. The tortillas, as we as a Mexican people know, the tortillas are an important part of the Mexican gastronomy. Or, better said, the tortillas are a vital part of the Mexican gastronomy. Sorry. And with the tortillas, we can make the famous tacos, the globally and very well-known famous tacos. Then we have the basic products. Well, Gruma has basic products for every day, and on its shelf, Gruma has basic products like rice and oats. Finally, we have the technology. As we said before, Gruma has subsidiaries and brands like Tecnomaiz and Molinos Azteca. As we said before a bit earlier in the presentation, Gruma has this brand that is Molinos Azteca. Molinos Azteca is the largest producer in Mexico and the largest seller in Mexico of agricultural technology and machinery. So, Gruma, as we know, Gruma has many successful products. To be fair, we can say that Gruma has not failed products, because all the products of Gruma, all the products that Gruma has are successful in their own market or their own country. So, to be honest, Gruma has no failed products. And about its products, what are, for example, the question mark product, the star product, or the cash cow product? Well, there is some distress among the people that say that the star product is the corn flour and the cash cow product are the tortillas. And then there are people that say that the cash cow product is the corn flour and the star product is the tortillas. Well, in this case, in this situation, we will say that the tortillas are the cash cow product and the corn flour is the star product. But why do we say this? Well, we say that the tortillas are the cash cow product because, well, we know that the tortillas of Gruma and its brands, like the tortillas of Mission is the largest producer and seller of tortillas that Gruma has in the world. Okay, so the tortillas of the brands of Gruma are globally well known and has presence in all over the world, and the tortillas have incomes of millions and millions of dollars in Mexico, principally in Mexico and in the United States. Okay, the two important countries for Gruma are Mexico and the United States. And the tortillas are the cash cow products in those countries and in other countries where Gruma has presence. And the star product would be the corn flour. Why the corn flour is the star product? Well, because the corn flour was to be honest, the corn flour was the first product of Gruma. So it was the first great product of Gruma. Because with the corn flour, Gruma can make the tortillas that so the corn flour has like the tortillas, the corn flour has incomes of millions of dollars for millions of tons that of that corn flour. Well, and now we have the question mark product. To be fair, actually today in the modern day, Gruma has no any question mark product. But if we have to say one question mark product, well, it will be products that Gruma has only in Europe, and those products are flatbreads, but they are only for Europe, like wraps and natties. Those are flatbreads like the tortillas, but they are flatbreads that Gruma only sells in Europe. And Gruma entered in those markets with some questions, but to be fair, those products have been successful in Europe, in the Netherlands, for example. So it was a good business for Gruma. And like we said before, to be fair, there is no any failure product of Gruma, because all like we said before, all the products of Gruma, like the tortillas, the technology, etc., all those products and services are very successful for the company. So those were the products of Gruma. Now we can talk about the global presence of Gruma. The global presence include the domestic market and the global market and that. Well, so we can talk about the global presence of Gruma in the first place. As we know, Gruma was born as a only Mexican company in 1949, but today the company has presence in more than 110 countries in the world and has more than 80 factories in the world. And globally, Gruma has two major brands. Well, they are not only major brands, they are global brands that Gruma has, and those brands are Maseca and Mission. First, we have Maseca. Maseca is the brand that all of us as Mexicans know. All of us know what is Maseca. Maseca is a brand of the subsidiary of GIMSA. GIMSA are the acronyms of Grupo Industrial Maseca. And Maseca is a global brand of Gruma. And the other global brand is Mission. Mission is a brand that has, well, Maseca produces corn flour and Mission produces tortillas. We will talk about that in a bit later in the vertical integration of the company. Okay, and as an example of the global presence of Gruma, we have that Gruma has more than 25 factories in Mexico, more than 28 factories in the United States, more than 10 factories in Central America, 6 factories in Europe, and 3 factories in Asia. So we can say that as we said before, the principal brands of the two major countries for Gruma are the United States and Mexico. However, Gruma is a Mexican company, but to be fair, the Mexico is not the major market of Gruma, and we will talk better about this a bit later. But we can say that more than the 70% of total income and net sales of Gruma more than the 70% comes from operations outside Mexico. Only the 30% of that total income comes from inside Mexico. Sorry, I have sore throat. Now we can talk about the domestic market of Gruma. As we know, as we said before, the domestic market of Gruma is Mexico. Gruma was born as a Mexican company in 1949 in the state of Nuevo León. In Mexico, Gruma has two major subsidiaries or brands, and those subsidiaries are GIMSA and Mission Mexico. First, we have GIMSA. Like we said before, GIMSA is has the meaning of Grupo Industrial Maseca. Maseca is Grupo Industrial Maseca is the meaning of GIMSA. And in GIMSA, well, GIMSA has the largest production capacity in Mexico with more than 70% of production capacity. And there is GIMSA and Maseca. And the other brand is Mission Mexico. Mission Mexico is a brand of Gruma that has presence principally in northern Mexico. Mission produces and sells principally tortillas and has presence in 15 states in the country, 15 states in Mexico. Okay, so now we can talk about the international market of Gruma. Apart from Mexico, Gruma has presence in more than 110 countries and has more than 80 factories all around the world. The other major country for Gruma apart of Mexico is the United States. In the United States, Gruma has three major brands, and those brands are Mission, Guerrero, and Calidad. Actually, we can make a small parenthesis in this part, because we know that the names of those brands are in Spanish. They are Guerrero and Calidad. They are in the United States, but the names are Guerrero and Calidad because they are the names of the brands of the company. Okay, so they are not Guerrero. Sorry, they are not Warrior or Quality. They are Guerrero and Calidad. However, actually there are millions and millions of Mexican and Latin people in the United States, so the names are not a problem for Gruma. Then we have Central America. In Central America, Gruma has 10 plants, and the principal country that Gruma has in Central America is Costa Rica. In Costa Rica, for example, well, we will talk about Costa Rica only as an example of the participation of Gruma in Central America. In Costa Rica, Gruma has, in Central America, Gruma has 10 plants from where it supplies its consumers, its clients, and the community in general. And the principal brands in Central America are Maseca for the corn flour, Mission and Tortirricas for the tortillas, and Toasty for the snacks. Then we have Europe. In Europe, Gruma has 6 plants. In Europe, Gruma has 6 plants from where the company can serve its clients, consumers, and people in general. And the principal brand that Gruma has in Europe is Mission for the tortillas and the flatbreads. Finally, we have Asia. In Asia, Gruma has 3 factories. And the major brand that Gruma has in Asia is Mission. And those 3 factories are in China, in Malaysia, and in Australia. And like we said before, the principal brand of Gruma in Asia is Mission. Now we can talk about the financial information of Gruma. Well, Gruma is a company that has presence in 2 stock exchanges in the world. Gruma has presence in the New York Stock Exchange and in the Mexican Stock Exchange. In the New York Stock Exchange, Gruma has 2 tickers, and the tickers are MSK and GMK. We can make a small parenthesis in this part. A ticker is like a short name that a company uses to have participation in a stock exchange. Also, in the Mexican Stock Exchange, Gruma has also 2 tickers, and those tickers are Gruma A and Gruma B. For example, we will talk about the ticker of Gruma B. For example, in February 5th of 2021, Gruma B had the lowest price per action of Gruma B in February 5th was from $12.31. That was the lowest price per action, and the highest price per action was of $12.74. And the equivalent of that amount in Spanish is like around 200 pesos. So the lowest price per action was of $12.31, and the highest price was of $12.74. And that was in February 5th of 2021. Also, Gruma has, as a company, as a whole holding, Gruma has more than 21,000 employees in the world. And like we said, has more than 80 factories in the world. As an example of, like we said before, the principal markets of Gruma are outside Mexico. As an example of this, we have done in 2019. In 2019, in the whole year of 2019, Gruma had total income or a total net sales of $4.1 billion. Okay, in 2019, Gruma had net sales of $4.1 billion and and of of that income, more the 70%, the 73% of that income came from business operations outside Mexico. So in 2019, only the less than the 30% of those 4.1 billion of dollars, less than the 30% of that money, of that amount, came from inside Mexico. So Mexico is the domestic market of Gruma, but to be fair, is not the major market of Gruma. Sorry. Now we can talk about the the market share that Gruma has. Like we said before, Gruma has many successful brands in many countries in the world. And for example, in the United States, in the ranking of tortillas production, Gruma had well, in the ranking of tortillas production, Gruma has the first and the second position is so in that ranking of tortillas production and selling. Mission is Mission occupies the first position in that ranking, and Mission is a brand of Gruma. And the second position is from Guerrero. Guerrero is also a brand of Gruma. So Gruma is very well positioned in that ranking. Also, we have more information from the United States. In the United States, but now the ranking that we said earlier was of tortillas production and selling, and now we are talking about the ranking of corn flour production. In the corn flour production, Maseca, also a brand of Gruma, occupies the first position in that ranking in the United States. Now we have that in Central America, Gruma also occupies the first and the second position in the ranking of tortillas production and selling. For example, in Central America, the first position of this ranking is of Mission, and the second position is also a brand of Gruma, and this brand is Tortirricas. So to be fair, we can say that Mission is a very important brand of Gruma, and to be fair, this is, we can say that Mission is even bigger than Maseca, a brand even bigger than Maseca for Gruma, because Mission occupies the first or the second position in many rankings in many countries. For example, in Europe, Mission has also the in Europe, Mission has the third position in the ranking, and in Asia, Mission has the first position in the ranking. So Mission as a brand of Gruma has a very good position in the rankings. Also, now we can talk about some business strategies by Gruma. By business strategies, we can talk about strategies like joint ventures, mergers, or strategic alliances among two or more companies. In the case of Gruma, well, we will start with the joint ventures. Gruma has had some joint ventures. Maybe the most important joint venture that Gruma has had was in 1949. In that year, Gruma had Gruma went on a joint venture with a company named Archer, Mildrans, and Daniels. So both companies went on a joint venture, and they created a third company, and that third company was Molinera de México. That third company was Molinera de México. Actually, Molinera de México is the top leader in Mexico in production of wheat flour. So that business went very good for Gruma. Also, Gruma has had some mergers. For example, in 2013, Gruma went in a merger with Valores Azteca, and later in 2015, Gruma went on a merger with Fat Foods and Azteca Foods in Spain. in Spain, Gruma acquired those companies in Spain for $48 million, and Gruma went on a merger with those companies with the objective of to have more participation in Spain and later in Europe. Also, Gruma has had some strategic alliances with other companies. For example, this is a very recent strategy. Is in the last year, in 2020, Gruma went on a partnership with Arrow McLaren. Arrow McLaren is a brand that went on a partnership with Mission. Mission, the brand of Gruma, and Arrow McLaren. They went on a partnership in the IndyCar series. So both companies had an agreement to bring the two brands together in a car in the IndyCar series. That those have been some important business strategies by Gruma. Now we can talk about the market share of the company, or the market share of Mission. Mission as an example of whole Gruma, okay? For example, we have done in the world of tortillas, Mission is the top leader in the world in many countries in production and selling of tortillas. For example, in the United States, Mission has a participation of more than 40% of participation in the tortillas category. So, well, as we said before, for Gruma, Mission is a brand even bigger than Maseca. Now we can talk about the competitors of Gruma. Gruma, as a company of elements and technology, well, it is very clear that Gruma can have important competitors. For example, the major competitor for Gruma is Minsa. Minsa is a company that sells also sells tortillas, flour, and among other products of like aliments. But to be fair, Gruma is a top leader in the world. Gruma is a top leader in the world in those categories. Okay, so for example, there is also Bimbo. We can talk about Bimbo as a competitor of Gruma, but it's not a direct competitor like Minsa. The principal competitor of Gruma is Minsa. Now we can talk about the vertical integration and horizontal integration of Gruma. First, we will talk about the vertical integration. Well, we know that for vertical integration, there can be two categories, backwards and forwards. In this case, for Gruma, an example of the vertical integration of the company, we have Molinos Azteca, Maseca, and Mission. Who is that vertical integration in this example that we have? Well, And first, we have the corn flour of Maseca. Then that corn flour is the company produces and works that corn flour with the technology of Molinos Azteca and Molinera de Mexico. The two are brands of Gruma. And once the company has the corn produced, there is Mission which sells the tortillas. So this is an example of the vertical integration of Gruma with Maseca, Molinera de Mexico, and Mission. Now we will talk about the horizontal integration. Sorry. Like we said in a bit earlier, when we talked about the rankings of tortillas and corn flour in the countries, we said that Gruma has many of its brands as first and second position in those rankings. So we will take the United States as an example. In the United States, Gruma has many brands that sells tortillas like Mission, Guerrero, and Calidad, like we said before. So for those Gruma has those brands are in competition between the three, because they all are in the tortillas category, but and in the end, Mission is in the second position and Guerrero is in the second position. So they are in competition between them, but who is the beneficiary of this situation? Well, the beneficiary is Gruma, because the company has two brands competing between them in the market, and those brands are in the second and third position. So we can say that this is a very wise strategy by Gruma. Now we can talk about the holding as itself. Like we said before, the major holding is Gruma, and the Gruma has its holding in Nuevo León in Mexico, and the company has important subsidiaries and brands, but we will talk only about 4 or 5 of those subsidiaries. First, we have Mission. Like we said before, Mission is the top subsidiary and the top brand that Gruma has in the world. Mission, the history of Mission as a subsidiary of Gruma begins in 1977. In that year, Gruma acquired Mission Foods factory in California. And today, the rest is history, like they say. Mission is a top leader in the world in production of tortillas. This is a very well known, a very well positioned factory in the world. Actually, Mission has more than 20 factories in the United States, 4 or 5 factories in Europe, and 3 factories in Asia, like we said when we talked about the global presence of the company. And also, Mission is an example of innovation that Gruma has. Why? Well, because 2 of the factories of Mission that Gruma has in the United States are, for example, Gruma has the world's most largest factory of tortillas and corn flour in California with the brand of Mission. Because it has a production capacity of millions and tons. Also, Gruma has the world's most modern and friendly with the environment factory, also of the brand mission, also in California. Why? Well, because in this factory, Gruma has this factory works with solar energy, water energy, and other friendly with the environment energies. So Gruma has, with the brand mission, Gruma has the world's largest factory in the world, well, and the world's most modern factory. The two are of Gruma, the two are of the brand mission, and the two are in California. Also, we have Gruma Corporation. Gruma Corporation is a subsidiary of Gruma that has presence in the United States, in Europe, and in Asia, in China. Gruma Corporation is a subsidiary that produces, markets, and sells products like tortillas and flatbreads. In the United States, Gruma Corporation has its headquarters in Irving, Texas. And in China, Gruma Corporation has its quarters in Shanghai. From Shanghai, Gruma Corporation can serve its clients and consumers in countries like Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Philippines, etc. So this is an important subsidiary of Gruma, but the company wants to continue growing with this subsidiary. The third subsidiary of Gruma is HIMSA. As we said before, HIMSA is the largest subsidiary that Gruma has in Mexico. And HIMSA has the meaning of Grupo Industrial Maseca. So the principal brand of HIMSA is Maseca, the Maseca that all of us know and that of us eat in our foods. And HIMSA has the largest production capacity in Mexico, with more than the 70% of market share in Mexico. Also, we have Molinera de Mexico. As we said before, Molinera de Mexico starts its operations in 1996 when Gruma went on a joint venture with Archer, Midlands, and Daniels. And now Molinera de Mexico is the largest factory in Mexico that produces wheat flour. Now we can have a small talk about the pricings and the criticism about Gruma. As we said before, well, to be honest, we don't. There is not much that we need to say about Gruma for praising the company, because all of us know the importance that Gruma has as a Mexican company for Mexico and for the world in tortillas production and corn flour production, etc. So as we said in this presentation, Gruma is a top leader in the world in many categories. But the company also has its critics. For example, in 2017, Gruma went on a trial against the government of Venezuela. The company went on a trial against a whole country because in that year, in 2017, the government of Venezuela tried to expropriate the assets that Gruma had in that country. So obviously Gruma didn't like this, and the company went on a trial against the government of Venezuela. But in the end, Gruma won the trial, so it was a happy ending for us. So that's it. I want to use this final minutes of the presentation to apologize for my sore throat that didn't let me to talk to you like I want to talk to you. But I think that, however, I think that it was a good presentation, so I enjoyed doing this, and I only hope that you enjoyed this conversation as much as I enjoyed doing this. Thank you.